This hood ornament costs more than most people's cars. But that's not even the craziest part about the Rolls-Royce Phantom. What I'm about to show you will completely change how you think about luxury cars. And it's something Rolls-Royce doesn't advertise. Stick around because at the 6-minute mark, I'll reveal the one feature that makes this car technically illegal in some situations, the Rolls-Royce Phantom. Starting at $460,000, but easily crossing $600,000 with options. It's the automotive equivalent of a private jet on wheels. But here's what most people don't understand. This isn't just an expensive car, it's a completely different philosophy of engineering that broke every rule the automotive industry follows. And today, I'm breaking down the insane engineering, hidden details, and yes, the controversial features that make the Phantom unlike anything else on Earth. If you're into cars, engineering, or just wondering what $500,000 actually buys you, smash that subscribe button because this is going to be wild. Let's start with something you can't see, but you'll definitely feel: silence. Rolls-Royce engineers didn't just soundproof the Phantom, they went absolutely insane. We're talking 130 kilograms of sound insulation, double-glazed windows with a 6mm inner layer, foam-filled tires that absorb road noise, and a body shell so rigid, it's actually used as a structural reference point. The result? At highway speeds, the Phantom measures just 56 decibels inside. That's quieter than a library. Your refrigerator at home is louder than this car at 70 mph. But here's the crazy part most people miss. This silence is so extreme that Rolls-Royce had to ADD artificial noise back into the cabin because test drivers were getting disoriented. Your brain literally doesn't know how to process a car this quiet. It feels unnatural. Now you might be thinking, okay, it's quiet, big deal. But the engineering rabbit hole goes so much deeper. Let me show you where your money actually goes. The umbrella. Hidden in the door panel, there are 2 bespoke umbrellas. But they're not just umbrellas. They have their own drying system built into the door so they never mold. Cost to replace one? $650 for an umbrella. The Starlight headliner. Look up. That's not a sunroof. Those are 1,344 fiber optic lights hand-woven into the roof, taking 20 hours to install. You can even customize the constellation pattern. See this coach line? That single stripe hand-painted along the body? One guy, just one master craftsman, does this freehand with a squirrel hairbrush. It takes 3 hours. One mistake means repainting the entire panel. The wood. Every piece of wood in this car comes from the same tree. Why? So the grain matches perfectly across every panel. They'll buy an entire tree, books match the veneer, and store it for years to age properly. And we haven't even gotten to the controversial part yet. Rolls-Royce calls this the magic carpet ride. Here's how it actually works. The Phantom uses a system called flag bearer, a camera in the windshield that reads the road ahead and adjusts the air suspension before you hit a bump. Combined with satellite-aided transmission that knows upcoming corners, air suspension at all 4 corners, a 6.75-liter V12 producing 563 horsepower, and an 8-speed transmission that shifts so smoothly, Rolls-Royce had to add shift indicators because drivers couldn't feel gear changes. The result? You genuinely feel like you're floating. The Phantom doesn't drive over roads, it erases them. But this technology creates that illegal feature I mentioned. Here's what Rolls-Royce doesn't advertise. The Phantom is so well insulated that emergency vehicles' sirens can be nearly impossible to hear. Multiple Phantom owners have reported not hearing ambulances or police sirens until they're directly next to them. In some jurisdictions, this level of sound isolation technically violates laws requiring drivers to hear emergency vehicles. Rolls-Royce's solution? They recommend keeping one window cracked slightly in urban environments. Now, is it actually illegal? No, the car itself isn't illegal, but it highlights an insane point. They engineered silence so effectively that it became a safety consideration. So who spends $500,000 on a car? The average Phantom buyer has a net worth exceeding $30 million, owns 8 to 12 other vehicles, rarely drives it themselves. They're chauffeured, uses it for 10 to 15 years, not 3 to 4 like normal cars, and customizes it extensively, with an average of $150,000 in bespoke options. Famous Phantom owners include Drake, Beyoncé, Jay-Z, David Beckham, and literally every major royal family worldwide. But here's what's fascinating. Rolls-Royce only makes about 5,000 cars total per year across all models. The Phantom is their rarest. You're more likely to see a Lamborghini than a Phantom in most cities. So, is the Rolls-Royce Phantom worth $500,000? If you have to ask, well, you know the answer. But from an engineering perspective, it's genuinely unlike anything else. This isn't a car that's trying to be fast or flashy. It's engineered for one purpose: to be the absolute pinnacle of luxury and refinement. Every detail, every material, every engineering decision is about creating an experience. And honestly, that's what makes cars like this so fascinating to break down. The engineering, the craftsmanship, the insane attention to detail most people never even notice. And if you haven't already, subscribe, because I'm breaking down the engineering and secrets behind the world's most extreme cars every single week. Drop a comment. Would you daily drive a Phantom if you enjoyed diving into the Phantom with me today? Hit that subscribe button because I'll be breaking down more of the world's most incredible cars, the engineering secrets, the hidden details, and the stories behind them. And drop a comment below. Would you daily drive a Phantom if money wasn't an issue? Or is there another car you'd choose? I'm curious to know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.